Let's bring in our next guest, Janet Ontko, Clay Forums. Hello, Janet. How are you? Meet Jeremy Elvis
Hi,
Pierce.
nice to
You do something really, really super cool. Explain to people what it is that you do.
Basically, I do tiles in two sizes, and I brought, well, a large size. This is a small welcome size.
Wow, that's kind of neat.
Thank you.
What would someone do with this?
Put it by the front door, the garden gate, or right inside the front door, or by a back door.
Uh-huh. Now, it's a tile. Is it a tile like I could inlay this with other tile?
Sure, no problem, because I brought this one, and this is from Clovis. I'm doing 130 of them. This is my summer project.
Wow, these are heavy. They're not like the tile at one of these big box stores.
Oh, no, they're all hand painted. They're all hand painted. I did the mold for them. They had the logo they wanted done, and the Loma Vista logo. So I did I'm starting to do 130 of them.
Wow!
And they're going to put them in downtown, southwest, southeast Clovis.
Okay.
And all the housing developments and all the retail locations, and so they'll be
What's
there.
the meaning of this? Do you know?
I know the oak tree is for strength.
Okay.
But I don't know exactly what strength. Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
20 years.
How'd you start doing it?
How did I start doing it? I found clay in high school, and I was so excited about clay that I wanted to do it, and I wanted to keep on doing it. And
You got excited over clay.
Yeah, just clay, just the earth,
Have you ever worked with any clay there, Jeremy?
No clay myself, but I was thinking, an Elvis tile. I bet that'd be the biggest seller of all time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the Elvis stamp. That's the biggest selling stamp of all time, so much so they're bringing out another.
How many Elvis stamps do they sell?
500 million.
Wow.
Are you kidding
They're
me?
doing a second one here because things are so bad at the Postal Service, they're coming back to the king.
Fantastic.
Okay, so back to these.
So I got excited about clay in high school, went to college, learned some more about clay. I quit school, I wasn't getting enough attention on how to make your own business. I wanted to go out on my own. And so I finally got a job at the local potter, and I worked there for a while, and then I worked for Stan Bitters in town.
No kidding.
Stan Bitters, the guy that did
Well,
the
yeah, I know he's my wife's uncle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I know,
Yeah, so he's been my mentor. I was working for him, and he suggested that I go out on my own, and I just, after a big debate on whether I should do this or not, and he was slow at the time, he said, well, I'll give you space in my studio, and I have a glazed room, you can use that, and
when did you start making, did you make these forms?
Yeah, I designed them.
What do you make them out of?
I make the original just out of clay, and then I pour a plaster casting on it. And then I press the clay into the plaster casting.
How long does it take to make one?
If I'm hand pressing them, it takes about 5 to 8 minutes to make a tile.
Okay, that's not so bad.
No.
What about the form? How long does it take to make that?
Oh, that can last 2 days to get the design down just the way you want it and just have it perfect.
When you're working with the clay, is that nice? Because if it's not perfect, you pull it out and reform it?
Oh, yeah. I've done things where I thought it was just great. It was perfect.
And when you pull it out, not so much?
No. Get it out of the kiln, I go, oh my God, what was I thinking?
So when it's hard and out of the kiln, can you crush it back and
No, you're stuck with it.
You're stuck with it.
Yep. It's either going in the seconds or into the garbage. It doesn't make it.
Where's your studio now?
Well, I work out of my house, and I have a gallery there, and I'm usually there on Saturday mid-mornings because I like to go antiquing and garage sailing in the morning.
What are you looking for when you go out there?
Oh, anything old.
Do you have special things that you look for?
Yeah, like containers to put my brushes in, things like that, things that are kind of rustic and kind of a craftsman style or Art Nouveau style.
Oh, my darn friend Joan Govia's got me stuck on Pyrex.
Oh.
And so I'm going out looking for Pyrex. I don't know if it's right or not,
Yeah.
Where do people find these?
Well, they can find them on my website,
I like these. They're very nice. Did you see this, Jeremy?
Yeah, they really are nice. And I tell you, getting something local, hand painted, I mean, it means something. It's, you know, anybody can go out and get a mass-produced tile, mass-produced cookie, whatever. Getting something from a local person that's putting their heart and soul into what they do, I mean, that's worth it, you know.
You nailed it right there.
Oh, yeah. It definitely is.
So again, where can they find these?
Well, Gazebo Gardens has some of them, and they're
Great.
on Van Ness and Shields. Or you can go to my website or call. There's a phone number on my website, and you call me, make an appointment, and come over to the studio.
Do people commission you for ones for themselves for their homes?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
I do about four. I only do about 4 or 5 commissions depending on the year, because there's parts of the year where I would like to spend some time doing what I want to do, and that kind of cuts into my time. But it's like the ones for Clovis, City of Clovis. I enjoy working with them. They've been a delight. I've done a lot of work for them.
Did they give you the idea for that tile, or did you come up with that?
They gave me the whole idea, and I did them in 4-inch tiles, 8-inch tiles for the Loma Vista development, and they put them in lampposts, and they put them in picnic tables, the 4-inch ones, all over the place.
Now,
The glaze.
what's that?
The glaze.
Yeah, how do you glaze it?
Yeah, with a paintbrush. I
And
mix
how
up
do you
my
pick
own
now,
glaze.
is this one color that you put on here?
Yes,
or
it's
two
one color.
Really?
It's one
Yeah,
color.
I would have guessed it wasn't. I mean, it looks like it would have been more than
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Is it just how thick you put it on, or
It's how thin and how it reacts to the clay.
and how
And when you
it
fire it.
settles when it's in the kiln? Or?
Right.
Yeah.
Because I put about 2 coats of glaze on, and then I fire it a little bit hotter than it should be fired, so it breaks over the surface and forms a different color.
I'm curious. What does Janet do when she's not doing clay?
Oh, I'm reading or gardening, walking the dogs, going to garage sales.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, you know what? This is very cool stuff.
Well,
and
thank you.
And I encourage you guys to get a hold of Janet and get some of these for your home. Very nice stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back, people. Stick around.